You know, in the 80s, 90s, when they showed them naked, it usually wasn't a good body. It was hair.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
As long as I
letting
see a
you
nipple,
know.
that's all we used to see.
As long as I see Sigourney's hair.
Right.
They call it a Sigourney when it's not shaved.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
so
from Alien. I know. I remember that, yeah.
I think this movie's only important to people that like watch Rob Zombie movies.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I feel
Rob
like
Zombie?
this is like he has a lot of this, but he does it better.
I feel like they would hate this movie because
Nah,
of how much Rob does. I feel like they would just hate this.
But
like
this is like
that's
their
my favorite thing about it was it wasn't all
his
gory and
grandkids,
stuff.
I
That
feel like.
is true.
Because I told him I try to guard my
Yeah.
eyes now and the stuff I watch and the topics and stuff. And when he sent me to Tarantino, I was like, don't even try to put yourself there because I know something gonna happen I can't unsee.
Yeah.
And there was nothing in here where I was like, yo, like even if you go to church and you still like horrors, I can still kind of recommend it to you. It wasn't horribly cussed out because people want to watch clean stuff too. Everybody ain't just trying to see Medea.
Medea, the horror movie? That'd be fire.
No,
They did that. Medea go to Halloween or something like
I've
that.
seen that,
It was Boo.
Yeah,
watching
Boo. That's what it is, Boo. They
Yeah, I
animated
wasn't
too.
watching it. It was Boo Boo. It made it number 2. Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah.
I
Like
can
you
see
said,
why you
Rob
could say
Zombie.
it was important to Rob Zombie people because, like, I look at Devil's Rejects and I'm like, bro, this was kind of funny a little bit in certain.
But he
like,
does that
spots.
for sure. He does that for
It's
sure.
just like this movie tried to take itself seriously, but it's obviously a comedy. Like if you understand like satire and all of that. Like I think Rob Zombie's ideas are like better than this, but like he took it and ran because Rob Zombie is like super important. So, like,
Well, I don't
definitely
see
for
the
horror genre,
comparison though.
definitely.
I just don't see the. It seems like Rob Zombie's so much more gory.
Yori, that's what I'm
For
saying.
one.
Yeah.
And then 2, he's like punch. Like I'm trying to see where you feel like they may have, or where he grabbed it from.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. I am Dom Cruz.
It's your boy Ill on break.
You got nothing else?
Nah.
All right. You probably older.
Oh, what
Yeah.
you
So
did?
anyway, we got a couple guests in. Go ahead and tell the people your name. Look at.
Oh, Kenny Porter, aka Young Preach.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
And then what you go by? Rico.
Just
Regular-
Rico.
Is your first podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. You nervous? Yeah, you shouldn't because we're talking about a movie right now.
Yeah.
If I was interviewing,
I was like, I know you.
Yeah,
like I'm.
right. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. So how I met you was we was doing that joint, whatever the case may be, that Mr. B shit or whatever.
Oh, I ain't know if we was allowed to say it because I seen you taking off labels and stuff.
Oh well,
so-
I don't get paid for that. That's what I'm
Mr.
saying.
Bleep,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mr. No, by the time this out, hopefully all the shit be out. But anyway, so
Yeah.
when I met you, you know, you was the loud guy.
Oh yeah.
They telling instructions. Okay, don't do this. Yeah, I already know that. I'm like, oh, okay, we got one of those. All right, cool. Then when I seen him when he's walking, he was like, oh, that dude look like he don't want to like he'll fight me. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude, whatever the case may be. Come to find out, I definitely don't want to fight you.
Oh, you funny.
Yeah, right. But anyway, yeah, that's how I met him. And then it's crazy. The opposite how I met you is because like he would be mysterious. He'd be always by himself, just like chilling. And we was shut down. We used to work for this company called Emotional. We was like shut down. And I was like, bro, I'm fucking bored. I did everything, watched all my shows, got a massage chair, then disappeared. Hey, let me see what this dude about. So I started talking to him. He was like into music and shit. Didn't know he was into movies though, but yeah, that's how I met these two. And I told y'all literally, as a personal person, I was like, do not watch this. Like, y'all can come another week. Don't watch this shit. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm so sorry. I'm telling you guys. Yeah.
But I took that personal because you don't know me like that. How you gonna make a decision on what I'm gonna watch before I even see it? I didn't like that. He texted me like, nah, you can come next week. I'm like, how you gonna tell me it's garbage before I see it?
Right,
Nah.
yeah, because I'm saving
No,
you.
so I had to go watch it. Like I had to go watch
Bro,
it.
if Jesus say, don't come this way, come next week. What?
But you just judging me. Your
I'm
job is
not.
to, you gotta watch
Bro,
it, right?
yeah,
you gotta
I
watch
got
it.
to.
Right?
I have to
I
watch
want to
it.
be a part of the team. I'm trying to see what's up. I gotta put myself through the same.
If
Like,
you're doing like an anti-sell of it, it's just like, yo, no, this movie's
I
bad.
got
I
it.
don't know if you want to watch it. Now I need to watch
Right,
it.
yeah.
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. So before we get into film, I like to do first in film. So 1992, Batman Returns is the first film to be released on Adobe SD technology, later as Adobe Digital. This came after a limited experiment with Star Trek 4 Undiscovered Country played in 3 U.S. theaters in 1991. Anybody got nothing for that? Nope,
No.
I feel that.
I couldn't even tell the difference between the
right,
Dolby
exactly.
back in that time.
Right.
It was like, okay,
No, right, it just sounds louder.
everything
That
is
logo
stereo
was
here.
tight.
Yeah. You know what used to fucking annoy me? IMAX. That no, it was THX.
Yeah, like when he's sitting in the chair and it's like, yeah,
and it's just fucking humming. I'm like, bro, all right, we fucking get it.
I have yet to. I can't even remember the last movie that I seen
With that
logo.
Yeah, I know.
They
I don't know what
using it
happened.
in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, they
right?
quietly went away. Yeah.
Probably a cartoon movie, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was a cartoon movie, man. I think they did something with Pixar or something.
Illumination. Don't sometimes they do that?
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
Oh,
it's like,
right.
it's not the old one, but they still use that
Yeah.
sound.
With the minions.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
See,
yeah. You're
see,
right. Yeah. This movie was up against Anaconda: The Hunt for Blood, As Below as Above, Bo Derek, and it won. I don't know how it beat the Anaconda joint.
Yeah,
That was like the
voting for that.
sequel. Yeah. Did you ever seen it? It's with Morris Chestnut. It's like off-brand
Yeah.
as fuck. Yeah.
Anaconda's
I thought that was
It's
Ice
better
Cube.
movie, right? Huh?
I thought that was Ice Cube.
No. So the first one.
Okay.
This is the sequel.
This is the
yeah,
sequel.
So
I
you,
didn't check.
you
You seen the sequel? Yeah. I mean, I really.
Did he direct the first one?
Who? Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Probably.
Or
not.
did he
I don't
write
know.
the first
No,
one?
he didn't have
I
powers
think
like
it was
that.
like complete.
Yeah, he didn't
different.
have. Yeah.
Nah, he was just now starting off acting.
That's what
That
I'm
was like
saying,
his
yeah.
5th movie, maybe.
Yeah,
That was
he
like
didn't have
right
power
after
like
Higher
that.
Learning.
Yeah. So let's get into it. C.H.U.D. So C.H.U.D. Is starring John Hurd, David Stern, John Goodman. That was in there for a brief second. And so you guys watched the movie. Okay, so budget is 1.25. Green, y'all know how financial works. So green is when you're up, red is when you lost money, and black is when you even. So what do you think this movie made for them financially? Like red, black, or green?
Oh, this is green.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I think since it's like an 80s movie, it probably broke even.
What you think?
I'm gonna go even with him.
So it went green. It made $4.7 million. Niggas in the 80s didn't have nothing to do. Let's go see C.H.U.D. I heard it's so bad. Let's go see it if it's really that bad.
Yeah, they had an
because, I
all-star
mean,
cast. Like you
Really?
named all those people, but
I don't know those
people don't know nothing. I knew 4 people's faces right off the
Really?
rip, but I used to be a TV head. John Goodman, you already got
I
him,
know John
right?
Goodman. Yep.
Then there was a officer in there. He's actually was on King of Queens. He played Doug's boss
Oh
on
wow.
King of Queens.
Okay.
Then you had my dude was from Ghostbusters.
Dave Aykroyd?
Oh no, excuse me, not Ghostbusters. Home Alone.
Oh yeah, Home Alone.
Home
That's
Alone.
the one I caught. Yeah.
And
Two
then
of them are from Home Alone.
my other dude is from a Home Alone 2 in there, which was the dad.
Damn.
And then that chick that was in there,
Uh-huh.
and I ain't looked none of these up.
Yeah.
The chick that was in there was in Child's Play.
Oh,
right?
wow.
That was the mom, right?
That is right.
Yeah, we just gonna call you for all
And
the
she
bad
played
movies.
a killer in something else too. Because I keep seeing her eyes with a knife. She played a killer in something like Pet Cemetery or something.
like-
It wasn't Pet Cemetery, but
Wasn't
it was in
like
that
she was
area.
like a mother or something like that?
Yes,
She was stepdaughter or
somebody's
something?
mama. It was a stepdaughter, and she
Yeah.
was loco. Oh, People Under the Attic.
Oh, okay.
People under the stairs.
Or People Under the
Yeah,
Stairs.
yeah,
One
yeah.
of them. It's,
Yeah.
it's two, both of those are titles of movies.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we just gonna call you for all the bad movies.
Right.
Then. You know them all.
I ain't know they was in good movies when I saw
Yeah, I
them.
feel
By then,
I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. So this comes out August 31st, 1984, 88 minutes. Anybody had an easy watch?
It was a hard watch
Really?
in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I say like the easy came like the last 20 to 30 minutes of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, that's when the movie actually.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
you told me I could scan, so.
You can scan.
Oh, yeah, but I scanned and stopped way more than I thought I would ever, and sat
Really?
there for 15 minutes on certain scenes and stuff. So that's why I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." I see. But the acting was astronomical, almost like
Yeah,
for what they were
you
trying
had to
to
have
do.
something, yeah.
If they were smart, in my opinion, they would have did one of those movies where you never see the actual thing that's trying to kill people to the end. Because
There you go. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that was where
Yeah.
all the crap that y'all are talking about came in.
Yeah.
Was the murder scenes and then
Yeah.
trying to reveal that thing. Every time that thing showed up, it was like the sock puppet just popped
Yeah.
up. Like,
Type
Like,
shit.
You gotta think
Yeah.
about
Like,
the
who made
80s.
this?
You
Who
had
made
like
this?
Swamp Thing back then. You had Garbage Pail Kids.
It looked like they might have-
Howard the
Look,
Duck.
look, but real quick before this would be great in the 70s. I couldn't judge it if it was in the 70s, but when we look at this is 84. You had Halloween, you had Jason by then, you had all great
but they were
horror
all
films.
They were beef. You could still see Freddy's arms in the movie when this was coming out. Freddie Strings
like that
when
era
walking down
of
the
the
alley.
70s
Yeah,
was just ending.
yeah, it was,
Oh,
yeah,
like,
bro.
that's
Like
why-
they still trying.
We got
Yeah.
it, but we ain't got it like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So far as the box office, it debuts at number 13. I should ask you which I think it was, but anyway.
Against what?
Against what? It was Tightrope, Ghostbusters is still in there, Karate Kid, Purple Rain, Revenge of the Nerds,
Okay,
Red
I see
Dawn,
why it's in there then.
German,
None of these movies are hitting.
Gremlins,
2 movies you've named so far for me.
what is it called? Indiana Jones.
Yep, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it deserved number 13.
Yeah, it deserves it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So it was only in the theater for 2 weeks.
Damn.
What?
And
Yeah.
it made that type of money?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how. It came
People are like,
August
"Oh,
30th.
we seen Gremlins. Let's go see C.H.U.D.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like when you compare those, it's like
The worst part for me was the trailer. I thought when you said it was garbage, I went straight to the trailer. I said, "Oh nah, he right.
yeah,
Ain't no way I'm doing this."
yeah,
It was the opening of the movie where I was just like,
yes,
this is gonna be hard
yeah,
to
yeah. I
watch.
was like, God
I
damn.
felt that same way. I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I went to sleep on it.
It took
Ran
me
it
3
back, I'm
times
like,
to get through
okay.
this movie. I was like, there is no
I
fucking
know.
way this movie
Bro, I
was
took
bad.
breaks. Hey, I took lunch breaks and some more shit. Snack breaks, did some
Yeah.
exercising. I was like, all right,
That's
let
why I
me watch
called you
this.
and I was like, yo, how are you watching this? Because
I'm doing my
this
best,
is
bro.
a hard watch.
It is,
I
yeah.
would catch myself on my phone. And
Yep.
I'm like, damn, I need to read.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I laughed too much. It was straight comical.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Marv
yeah.
was in there. That boy was the lead actor. He need an Oscar for his way he held down that movie.
Yeah.
He held that movie. And then if you notice, the funny part, I'm gonna bring this up for y'all, but you watch though, and when he down there at the end of the movie and he down underground and they going through the sewer. They cut scene because dude lock him down in that sewer. Remember, right? When they
Yeah.
go back and they show him again, his hair, he didn't want to go hair and makeup, man. He went from messed up, all jacked up down here, like Home Alone, to a full blown afro.
Yeah.
Look like homeboy they used to paint. What's his name? It was the painter, Bob Ross. He
Bob
went to a
Ross.
Bob Ross. Right
Damn,
if
I
you-
didn't catch that.
Yeah, bro, that had me rolling. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I tell you that. I was like, how you get your hair better? The whole movie, his hair was jacked up, but in the sewer,
It was different down
he
there.
got permed
Yeah,
up by
for real.
C.H.U.D. Chud was doing hair.
For real though. And then so the first week it came out number 13. It made 1.7 its first week, and then the second week it made 800,000, and then after that it was gone.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, no, especially in the 80s. Yeah,
800,000.
yeah,
2 weeks
yeah. Well, it
for
made
that budget
yeah.
and them people.
Oh yeah.
When was Color introduced? To,
Color TV.
Yeah.
When was Color TV introduced?
You can't say color.
Yeah.
I was like,
the
well,
70s?
really?
I think the 70s.
We was allowed to ask.
well,
That's
there you
true.
go. I mean, because I feel like a lot of like older people, like let's say like your grandma, grandpa,
Yeah.
like mom, dad, or whatever, they were like really into seeing like things on the big screen. So I think that's why people like kind of like lived at the movie theater or the drive-in, or whatever, like back then, because it was like, damn, we went from just listening to the radio to having imaginations to watching things in black and white to, you know, having like vivid color. So
And then it's also
let's just
like-
run it up.
C.H.U.D was like a new idea because
Yeah.
I don't think
Low
there's
key.
any other movie like that during that time.
Yeah.
I think there's a bunch.
Yeah.
It looks like
It
reminds me of this movie
was.
named Trolls when I was little. We used to watch it. It was like when I saw it, I was like, I think like 8. And then even the costume designer for there is probably like you said, what movie did you mention earlier? I forget which one you mentioned earlier, but you mentioned one of the movies. Oh, you said Swamp Thing. I think Swamp Thing's makeup people might have had something to do with this movie by far. Just by looking at, when you start looking at something you're like, oh, that reminds me of Freddy Krueger, or oh, that reminds me. It's usually that same person that got involved and came through and did something else. Definitely looked like the mask from Ghostbusters. I mean, from Goosebumps. Remember the cover?
Yeah. Oh,
It looked
yeah.
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
mask.
No,
that
you're right about
mask.
that one. Yeah. So Flashpoint and C.H.U.D debut same weekend. What y'all paying for? What y'all waiting for on VHS? I don't know if y'all ever seen Flashpoint. Probably not, huh?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, move
You
on.
got me on that one.
Yeah. I mean, it came out the same weekend as this. But anyway,
Flash Dance.
C.H.U.D was given a limited release in the theater by New World Pictures beginning in August 1984. It opened up at number 13 and grossed 1.7. It was in 310 theaters of an average. It made $5,000 per theater. Its second week, it dropped to number 14 at the box office, grossing $800,000, a worldwide gross of 2.8, I guess, in there. And it was released on video, Betamax, and VHS on Media Home Entertainment 1984. The film was released on DVD by Anchor Bay Entertainment on January 30th, 2001. The company released the film again in 2008 as part of the cult fiction series.
Ooh.
What?
Cult fiction?
Yeah, I guess it's a cult classic.
gosh.
Shit.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Watching this movie, I remember other shows like having like little parts of it, like Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, so this movie's kind of important to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would later be released in 2011 and 2012, with later releases being part of a 2-disc multi-featured alongside The Children of Corn, Creepshow 2, House, a 2-disc special edition, released on Blu-ray by Arrow Video on November 22nd, 2016. That the version is now on print. A new 1-disc Blu-ray was released on November 9th, 2021. So that's the history of its release in the home video.
That's one movie that I'm waiting on them to like remake is Children of the Corn. But I would want to see it like, you know, since kids are like technology, iPads in their face and everything like that from like birth to like 3 or 4. Just have it to where whatever they're watching just clicks and all the kids just go rampant, something like that. I think that'd be crazy.
Yeah, you have to do your own movie. You don't give it to them. Like,
Right,
don't mess that up.
Then I got a couple reviews. I like to go over other people's reviews. So Scott Winberg on July 26, 2002 says, beware of any movie title that tries to have an acronym. That's true. What is a good acronym movie that nobody knows?
E.T.?
But an acronym is when you got to spell it, right? It spells it with the letters.
Yeah, I guess that don't count, right?
Extraterrestrial?
Yeah, but that don't count.
Yeah, we're saying like Chud.
That's all one word.
Yeah.
Right? That's all one word, so you can't do it like that. He got me.
I would say
that's good. That's
what is it?
I feel like there is.
I was about to say, what is it?
The little robot guy. What's his name? You know, robot from Disney.
Wally.
No.
Yeah, Wally.
Yeah,
Gotta be Wally.
Wally and Ron, right? Ron's Gone Bad.
Oh,
they released over the pandemic.
Oh, I thought it was just Wally.
Yeah, he got me with that one. He shut me down. I'm a hard person to shut down. I can't get nothing in my head.
I put the Kawhi on you, but anyway, I forgot. Rotten Tomatoes. The critics give this 29%. Audience gives it 33%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Say that one more time.
So the critics on Rotten Tomato gives it 29%, and the audience, which is us, says 33%. March 3rd, 2009 says, 4 stars out of 5. Wasn't a bad film as horror movies go. I actually really liked the creature effects, but they were only in like 10 minutes of the movie. That is true. That
was the worst part of the movie was the creature. Did you see his eyes glow? And then they just faded off.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like he ran out of batteries. He didn't even die. Then when she cut his head off, it was no blood, nothing.
No, that was out of budget.
Like,
we spent too much money.
Yeah.
There was some green goose effects when she cut it off.
That was
but I was wondering, why the fuck did his head grow just like his neck grow longer?
That was nasty.
That was weird.
Because they were like mutated, right?
Yeah, they were mutated. Yeah, that's what
I think that was the main
when
graphic.
She dumped off the whatever acid on his face or something like that, and she grabbed the knife and she was preparing for him to come out the door, and he came out the wall and she stepped back. He grew his neck, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, she has a knife. I mean, a sword.
I think that was the major effect from that era.
Yeah.
Remember they used to put that in Nightmares of Elm Street?
Yeah.
But the second thing, though, was that acid, though? Because when I saw it, it looked like it was just water.
I thought of it as like toxic waste.
Oh, yeah.
I thought of it as just regular water, and because he made from toxic waste, he can't take water like a witch. Because it didn't have no label on it. It didn't really say nothing. It was just sitting there.
I thought it was something maybe like a chemical in like film development.
Yeah, I think they left it for us to
Yeah, they
speculate.
did. Yeah, they did do that.
On purpose.
Yeah.
And then Rob Vox says October 24th, 2014. He says, born in an extreme, lurking along in search of a division before delivering that customers. This motherfucker is spitting. Goddamn, I don't know what he's saying.
I ain't heard nothing you said yet.
Me either, and I'm reading it. This motherfucker just saying, they got the consumers to pay to see. I don't know what the hell he talking about from 10 years ago.
I think at that time, a lot of people were interested in, like...
What time? Because he said this in 2014.
Oh, well, people are just kind of interested in what's under the city. Like, what's in the sewer in New York, what's in the swamps.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so I think that's why movies like that, like back then, like Swamp Thing, and I don't know.
Swamp Thing was a movie?
Yeah, you never seen it?
I thought it was just a TV show. That's all I said.
Nah, I used to love that movie. I don't even know why.
I'm going to have to go check that. Put me on the game. That's how you meet somebody and introduce yourself. Put them on to something they didn't know. That show scared the crap out of me, bro.
What, Swamp Thing?
Yeah, bro. When they used to come on, that music, he used to be walking. I don't know how you ain't. I know I was a little punk kid though. I ain't gonna lie. Like this movie though wouldn't even got me when I was a kid. Yeah, but this movie it wouldn't even got me, bro. And I was easy.
Yeah,
this was not even gonna get me, bro. Like
scary movie used to get me as a kid. Yeah, and they not killing nobody.
It was parts. It was parts.
It was Chucky for me because I was like the same height. So I was
the same height,
It was Freddy. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. Everything was bad. It was all bad. Yeah. And I had The Dream too. Had that go on.
And it was in Ohio too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't know that. But Wes Cravens is from Cleveland. I found out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because I do a lot of Cleveland research. I keep up with it.
That makes sense.
I go every 5 years and just type in who from Cleveland to find out. I'm for real. I keep the names too. Halle Berry, Terrence Howard, Drew Carey. Wes Craven.
God damn.
Sometimes Sean Porter.
Ohio?
Sometimes.
You from Ohio?
Yeah.
Damn. No wonder you look like my boy Scott.
Huh?
I said you look like my boy Scott.
Oh yeah, we do look like I've seen people like you from Cleveland. You're like, yeah, how you know? You look like it, bro. It's the long nose, bro. Light skin, long nose.
I'm about to make a
And then if you dark skin, you look like
exactly
50.
him.
That's what all the people.
You're right.
do.
AB do look like 50.
He said
AB.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Only thing is he got dreads. That's it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then last review, King S gives it 4 stars out of 5. He did this review in July 2024. He says, another great 80s horror flick, creepy and sets the viewer in a very dark place below the streets of New York tunnel ways where you always on the edge wondering what's going to pop up. Infested homeless, mutated monsters. This was in New York?
Yeah,
God damn,
you
I
couldn't
didn't know
tell.
that. I mean, they
I
never
knew it.
said it, but
I knew it, bro.
Yeah.
When you see them go inside of a
Yeah.
diner in
Yeah.
a movie, usually that's
Yeah.
a dead giveaway
Yep.
that is New York usually.
yeah, that's my
It
point.
looks like New York,
Yeah.
but the outside looked like Vegas, bro. When they showed all those people that was supposed to be underground with C.H.U.D, I was like, nah, this is Vegas right here, bro. And then why the people that was homeless that was supposed to be next to C.H.U.D, they look just as bad as C.H.U.D. They didn't say that they was sick or nothing. They was just homeless. But why they look just...
They look like they about to.
Yeah, they look like they
about
was-
to. Yeah.
Because I
Real
thought the
talk.
movie was going to allude to that because Homegirl got
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
And they just held her captured the whole movie.
Right.
I was like, she's the only one that got down with it. And
Yeah.
then, like, she's
Hey.
the one that get bit. That's crazy.
Did you see old lady was up in the underground at the end? And then she hit dude over the back of the head, right?
yeah. Don't kill
And then
my
my dude
brother.
Marv came in and just pushed her.
Yeah,
That's
right,
it.
yeah.
She disappeared
Yeah,
after that, bro.
exactly.
He
Yeah, that was
he
it.
didn't knock her out or nothing. This was the hardest push in captivity, bro. He pushed her out the movie, out the
Yeah.
budget,
God
out the
damn.
scene,
Craft
out her career.
services.
Bro,
God
that was
damn.
crazy.
Oh man. Maybe she didn't take a push.
I said, I'm telling, bro.
like,
she just she
Bobby
clubbed
Smurder
somebody.
hat.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
Still, she's still fucking getting pushed
Bro.
40 years later.
Hilarious. She's
Yeah.
still getting pushed.
Then what we like to do is here we do prequel, sequel. The sequel is C.H.U.D 2, Bud of the C.H.U.D, 1989 zombie comedy film starring, I don't think nobody ever came back. What I like to do is like, if there's an idea for y'all to have a prequel or other re-editions, I think maybe in 2024 this can do Legacy of the Justice. Now that we have better technology, better everything, maybe it does deserve a remake.
But I think I would go with his idea. I would rather it be here in Vegas because people know about the homeless people in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we have what is that? The test site basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's what old boy did. Zack Snyder. Did you see his? Yeah, that's what exactly he did. Yeah, for that zombie movie.
Yeah, they could do it. That was it, Area 50.
Yeah, Area 51 is a
51.
joint. Test site, other places. What you think?
I mean, it'd be hard to make that movie
What?
today
You think
because
so?
of like the campiness of it. It's like it'll have a higher budget, but I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
it'll even break even today.
I think
Really?
it will.
I don't think this movie works today.
Really?
Yeah.
You know how many people look up on YouTube homeless people under the city?
No, they
'Cause
really do look that.
Yeah,
up.
I mean, like
Right.
if you make it like a little bit more grounded, because this movie's unintentionally funny.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that-
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I thought
Yeah.
this was a comedy.
Yeah,
when I first watched
yeah.
it.
You don't think that was that, bro? I think that was intentional.
No, I think it was.
It was a
bad,
couple of
like-
lines I wrote down.
I
Like,
think like when he was writing like the entire thing, he was like, "Yeah, no, this exposition's fucked up." I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah,
No,
that
bro.
seemed like a parody. You right?
remember when they were in the office and he was like, "Are you gonna blow up New York?" He's like, "No, I'm just gonna blow up just a little piece of it." That was a joke. Ain't no way
No,
possible.
the joke to me was like when like they went to the diner and he was just like, "My wife's dead," and this, that, and then like he disappears for 15 minutes and he's just in the car like this, and then he was like, "Oh, my homie Marv need me," and then like he over there. I was like,
Oh yeah,
"What the
he
fuck
was
am I
stretched
watching?"
out in the cop
They're
car
doing that on
smoking.
purpose, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That shit
I
was
was like,
funny.
This
I
nigga
was
was sad for
like,
like
what?
15 minutes. The city needs you.
The city needs you. That's funny.
Yeah.
I think it would make a good remake.
Yeah, I think
I
so
don't
too,
think
yeah.
because what they were able to do. Okay, this is why I guess I think I like this so much. One, I work on sets all the
Yeah.
time now, so I kind of see what people were trying to do and not trying to do, and with the budget that they had, especially. Even that amount was low then. It sounds like a
Yeah.
lot, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
That was
no, yeah.
ask how much Spielberg made for an E.T. movie back in those days. Like he was,
Like 25.
yeah. And obviously, if you ain't Spielberg, you ain't getting that big. But
Yeah.
1.5 still is not.
Yeah, yeah.
No
that's-
wonder you
yeah.
can only show the hand coming out the
Yeah,
sewer at the
yeah.
end, and then you got to skip and chop it down
Yep.
at the middle. But obviously, we have the type of people to
Oh,
put
yeah.
into the movie easily
Yeah.
to go get somebody. All you got to do is put Kevin Hart underneath
Oh no, yeah.
the
yeah.
ground for 2 seconds. Kevin Hart's in the sewer. We're going to go see it.
Yeah,
He can be Chud.
yeah.
They're gonna say it's racist, but he could be Chud.
I don't know about Kevin Hart because I don't know how that new Borderlands movie is.
Well,
I hear that's
for
like
comic purposes, automatically,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
with as
Because
much
it's
stuff.
like if they do make it, it
Yeah.
has to be 100% comedy.
Yeah.
They cannot take
You don't think
themselves
so? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they just gotta have a comic relief. I think so, because it's too easy to make something scarier than that thing we saw. That's gonna be easy.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing gonna be definitely
Right.
look. It's gonna look like
you
something.
probably get a little rail for that, man.
Yeah, no, you definitely get. You got to
Lil Rel, anybody. It could be anybody.
Neon
Get the
Cole.
whole
I would rather see Mike Epps than anybody. If I heard Mike Epps was gonna be in there,
Yeah.
Yeah,
for real, I go
yeah,
see it.
Yeah,
Man, you down in there with Chud. Chud. He just sit up to try to grab me.
yeah. I ain't fucking with you.
Hey, mess with Chud.
Right. We
You
know
don't
he
even
down
know
there.
Chud.
Right. We know he down. We just leave him be.
Straight up.
Yeah. And then I don't have absolutely nothing for none of this shit. So hopefully y'all could do it. So I like to do MVP, which is most valuable performer in the show. I don't know what y'all think. Who y'all think is?
course.
I should have
Home
memorized
Alone,
his real
David.
name.
It's between him and Homegirl that fought Judd.
Who was
Because,
that?
like,
Who was David? I forget which one was
The
David.
dude from Home Alone.
No, that's AJ.
AJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang,
Yeah.
my fault.
You watched the movie then? No.
I memorized most of their names, but I didn't
Yeah, I
catch
feel
David.
you.
Or
Yeah.
I
Rev,
think
is that
AJ
better?
became MVP when he got on one knee and then shot the
Yeah,
dude.
they,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
that's
That's why. That's who I thought was the MVP who ended up shooting him at the end.
Rev?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Reverend. Yeah, that's what it is, Reverend. Yeah.
But then AJ is Rev.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was trying to just scan and get
Yeah.
names, and they said Rev, and they
Yeah, I
said
feel
AJ.
you.
I said, which is it?
Yeah,
cuz?
right. Don't give me two movies in a film, my nigga.
He had 3 names in there, though. I counted
For
them.
real?
Yeah, it was like AJ, Rev, and then somebody else called him something else, too.
Yeah. Don't do that in the movie, bro.
Yeah, he
we
by
only
far
with this nigga
was
for
the
like an
best
hour.
actor to me because he
Yeah.
was able to separate from being like, most times when I saw him I watched Bushwhack the other day because you made me watch this movie. I watched
What the fuck?
Bushwhack. You ain't never seen Bushwhack?
No, that's a rapper, bro.
It's an old, it should
That's
be.
Bushwick.
Yeah, Bushwick Bill,
Bushwhack
yeah.
is that dude Mars movie right after Home Alone. So but he taking these kids out on camp, but he really a criminal. So the kids ain't supposed to be with him. Actually, they set him up, so he ain't really a criminal. But the kids is traveling. It's a funny movie, but after he did Home Alone, you can't unsee that. And this is the only thing I've seen him in where it's like, okay, that ain't Marv this time. Right? This dude he did some comedy, did some intellectual talk, definitely made stuff look way more excited than it should have been. Like when he chose to hit the top of that thing with that ladder and call that dude Wilson 5 times, even though he knew he was gone. Right. Most times when you see something like that in the movie, you like, don't nobody want to hear you go, no. Like nobody care about that over, but he sold it for me. I was like, you know, would I have hit that note? I was like, yeah, I probably would. I'm stuck, Chud down here. Like, I can't hear nobody. Yeah, that made sense. So he did his thing.
Yeah. He was like the only character that you felt actually cared
yeah.
about the shit.
Yeah, and that was my thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when he
like,
sung that,
clearly the best actor in this movie.
Yeah, he killed that police officer when he told him, he was like, oh, you don't care? I'll take my pictures elsewhere. I was like, did you just act in this corny movie?
Sometimes you gotta turn it up. Nobody else caring, I guess.
Was he homeless?
I thought he was, right? It seemed that way.
Or
was he just going down there?
No, he's like the king of the homeless people.
That's right, yeah.
Because he was like over there fixing shit under there.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
He run a homeless shelter.
That's what I thought he was running the homeless shelter.
When he went back to that like abandoned building, he took that weak ass, I don't know, wash his face in a fucking faucet like this. He turned that shit on and just did this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We never seen him walk in the house. Yeah.
So you know everybody.
Yeah, homeless people normally do. Yeah. So I don't know. And then he's calling him Reverend. Where's your church at, bruh?
No, they call him Rev because he saved them all.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
But they was calling that before he saved anybody.
Well, I guess before.
Yeah, I know. This is how this movie was. This movie had stuff happen that shouldn't have happened. I was like, if I tell y'all what y'all did in here.
Yeah.
Especially at the end.
And then very important, what I like to do is like, for this film, I don't know if it's going to be important to anybody, so I'll give you an example. Like, Butterfly Effect was very important to, what's his name? Ashton Kutcher. I don't know who is this film important to. I don't think it's important to horror genre. And then on the 80s, let me tell you, I'm from the 90s. I was born in the 90s. When I see an 80s flick and I see a woman taking a shower, you know what I expect? To see titties. We didn't see that. Automatically, you got to get budget, out the top 50.
Right. It's not in the budget.
Exactly. So automatically, you out the top 50
so
of 80s horror.
It's kid friendly there. It's cool.
I didn't get built on that.
It's cool. It's cool. It's kid friendly. You know, in the 80s, 90s, when they showed them naked, it usually wasn't a good body. It was hair.
I mean, that's fine. As long as I see a nipple. That's all we used to see.
As long as I see Sigourney's hair.
Right.
They call it a Sigourney when it's not shaved.
Yes, from Alien. I know. I remember that, yeah.
I think this movie's only important to people that like watch Rob Zombie movies.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I feel
Rob
like
Zombie?
This is like he has a lot of this, but he does it better.
I feel like they would hate this movie because of how much Rob does. I feel like they would just hate this.
But
like
this is like
that's my favorite thing about it wasn't all gory and stuff.
That is true.
Because I told him I try to guard my eyes now and the stuff I watch and the topics and stuff. And when he sent me to Tarantino, I was like, don't even try to put yourself there because I know something gonna happen I can't unsee. Yeah. And there was nothing in here where I was like, yo. Like, even if you go to church and you still like horrors, I could still kind of recommend it to you. It wasn't horribly cussed out. Because people want to watch clean stuff, too. Everybody ain't just trying to see Medea.
Medea, the horror movie? That'd be fire.
Yeah. No, they did that. Medea go to Halloween or something like that.
Boo. That's what it is, Boo.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it. It was Boo Boo. I made it number 2. Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah. I should say Rob Zombie.
It was important to Rob Zombie. Because, I look at Devil's Rejects, and I'm like, bro, this was kind of funny a little bit. In certain,
but he does that for sure. He does that for sure.
It's like this movie tried to take itself seriously, but it's obviously a comedy. Like, if you understand, like, satire and all of that. Like, I think Rob Zombie's ideas are, like, better than this, but, like, he took it and ran. Because Rob Zombie's, like, super important. So, like,
I don't see the comparison, though. I just don't see it seems like Rob Zombie's so much more gory.
That's what I'm saying.
For one. And then 2, he's like punch. Like, I'm trying to see where you feel like they may have, or where he grabbed it from.
It's like, it's just how it looks. It's like, what's a good comparison?
Did Rob Zombie do Wrong Turn?
No.
Okay, who did Wrong Turn?
Damn. I forget his name.
Okay. Because that dude reminds me of Rob Zombie then. Whoever did Wrong Turn.
You seen Devil's Rejects?
No, but I know that's Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
Right?
but like when so he was like a killer like clown or whatever, and
So Ron Zombie did a House of Cards, The Devil Rejects, Halloween, Werewolf, Halloween 2, 31, The Monsters, 3 from Hell. So he did those joints.
oh, but like I guess like in the scene of a movie or whatever, it was the dad from what did I say? Not My Brother and Me, but
My Brother and Me. Y'all know
Keenan
my
and Kel.
God. Keenan and Kel. I know you're talking about a little short, meat face dude.
Yeah, Roger. It was his name in there.
Oh, okay, you good. All right, you got names. My Brother and Me.
Yeah, well, they had like some type of banner between them two, and it was like it was funny, but at the end of the day, they were still killers. So it was like, bro, it's killing going on in C.H.U.D, but it's comedy, but it's not really supposed to be comedy.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Like,
Yeah, because it's
got
like
you.
I'm
Right
like
there.
I'm trying to look up like Rob Zombie movies because I can't remember.
No, I
his
see what he's
movies,
saying
but
now.
it's like,
That's the comparison you're making. I can see that easily. I can see that all day and all night. That makes perfect sense because that's definitely like a thing. Like it's like him, Rob Zombie, Tarantino does it a lot too in his movies. Like you're like, oh, why did he just make that murder so funny? Like Kill Bill had a lot of funny murders.
what is that dude's name? It's not. They did the double feature.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez. Him
and all that.
Yeah, him as well. He does like funny killing stuff as well.
I prefer those type movies. For real.
Y'all
Go ahead.
I was about to say, y'all said y'all had notes.
I pretty much went over all. I take mine's right here in my head.
You said you wrote down notes.
And you won't believe I went over pretty much all of them.
Damn. Yeah,
So I do stand up too, bro. I don't write the jokes down or nothing like that. I just sit there, I walk around, I think it, then I perform it.
I think if this movie, like, how long was it? Like an hour?
88 minutes, so hour and 28 minutes.
Like if it was, let's say, like 40 minutes was like the last 20 minutes of the movie, I think they'd have like a lot better turnout because we knew where the story was going, but for the most part, it was just like,
the way it got there was super choppy.
Yeah,
it's just like one part would be super long, and you're like, they could have cut.
Yeah, could have cut. Yeah, they could have cut. Yeah,
like I mean,
I can see that.
Yeah, like what we were saying earlier, like I can see how this movie is like a cult following.
Yeah,
it's like after a while, and you don't take it so seriously. You're like, oh, this is all right.
Yeah,
like, it's not like the worst movie I've ever watched, but it's not the best.
Yeah,
right. I think that's most cult following movies.
That's true.
You know, there's some obviously bad about it, but you're like,
if I didn't grow up on those people and have seen those people, this movie would not be good to me. I'm gonna tell you that now. If you take the whole cast of The Office right now and put them in this movie, I'm not gonna laugh at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The whole Office? Damn.
It's not a good enough movie. Like even those people are good actors, but they're not gonna be able to pull this off. Like, it's not that good of a movie. Like, I'm vouching for it based on what era it came out and the people I've seen, like personal preference, and then versus you telling me how bad it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then looking at it from that aspect. But as far as like,
which brings me to my last thing. You guys said it could have been cut down. What scene was irrelevant or actor was irrelevant inside the movie?
I don't know if it's any of the actors because I think they did what they could with that script.
Yeah. What about the scene though?
Like you said, it was just like a long kind of lead up.
Yeah, but
like,
what though?
Let's say when they were in the office or whatever, and they were like going back at the table, the conference.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, of course, we getting like details of what CHUD means, but we didn't get that until old boy threw the briefcase, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, CHUD." And he told him, and he was like, "Bro, I thought you were not supposed to tell him what exactly it is." And then I'm like, "Okay." And then when the two other people, I don't know their name, were at the table, and I'm like, "Okay, so who is who in this situation?" I didn't know that was his boss that was telling him like, "Oh, he's running the show," and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And then down in the sewer. No. Perfect example. You could have cut it out was when she was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant."
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah, what? I thought that was leading to somewhere too. Yeah, that was irrelevant. Yeah,
That's
you could have
like
cut
when
that
I
out.
remember that scene because when she got bit, I thought it was gonna lead into
Me
like
too.
Yeah.
a couple
Her.
years
Yes,
later. And then,
yeah.
like,
Maybe
looks
she's
like
in the
it was-
sequel or something.
You talking about when the head bit her?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the head by
yeah.
itself?
Because I thought she was gonna turn, or maybe the baby
Yeah,
was gonna turn or
something
some shit
dope,
like that,
yeah.
like, later
Because
on
we
in
got
life.
the.
She just kicked it off. Like,
Because the brother turned.
oh,
Yeah.
Chud. I got Chud on my
Right, yeah,
shit.
that's just Chud. Yeah,
I'm just like, yo.
we should make a skit off that shit.
For real, I'll do it, bro. I ain't got no problem doing that. They named it Chud.
Yeah,
Chud sound like somebody used to bully people in school.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
really do,
forget
though.
this.
Yeah.
We're putting him in the sewer.
and
And
then
he came back.
Nasty.
how many lifespans y'all got left of this movie?
Speaking of, did the Toxic
I got
Avenger
0.
come from this movie?
It looks like it would.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah, it would.
And
Check
then
read the
I
Toxic
think a new Toxic Avenger is coming. Yeah, there is going to be a new Toxic Avenger coming out soon. I think next year or 26. I'm not 100% sure.
But yeah, what's your lifespan on this? How many more watches you got in this lifespan?
Never again.
Yeah, never again. Me either. Yeah,
Like, for what?
that's just one of the questions. Some people may enjoy it. Like, did
Chud.
your wife watch this?
No.
Oh, yeah.
She would look at this and be like, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The fuck not.
How
Yeah.
many times? You know, for what?
How many you got left in?
I think this is like my only one. But do you guys think that we look at movies like this and because we have the technology today, we deem it as bad and we chop it up as, oh, this is so bad, it's funny. Versus putting our...
I think people in age, when they went to the theater, they was probably actually scared.
Oh, yeah. I think so. For sure.
And that's how I rate it. If I'm not scared of
yeah.
it, like if I look at it and I'm like, I wouldn't be scared of it as a kid, it's garbage.
Yeah, I feel you.
I look at it like that because I don't like cheese. So if somebody hands me something like a cheeseburger or some macaroni and cheese, even though I don't really like the taste, I can still eat it. That means your cheese is not that good. If you think about what I'm saying, because people who really like cheese are gonna be like, I don't taste anything.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I'm like perfect.
I feel that way about coffee. If the coffee don't make me shit, it's not real coffee. Seriously. I'm up here just drinking Starbucks like it's not about to blow it out my
They
eyes.
was pranking you at work. They was putting X-Lax in your coffee. Now you don't realize that you're addicted to X-Lax is the problem, bro. Like, you're not supposed to go every time you drink coffee. He's like, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. What about you? You drink? Yeah, exactly. That's just you.
But I'm not
it saved
lactose
you.
intolerant, though.
Yeah,
but
you
I
is.
know what you're talking about.
Well, it's like
I
certain
don't put-
coffees that do that. Because like if I get coffee from like McDonald's, I feel like a crackhead.
Damn,
you
for
know?
real.
Yeah, because I don't know what they put in it.
Yeah.
I can do an 8-hour drive.
God damn. Jesus.
The grease. That's what they put in there.
It's like they put PCB in it.
Right, for real though.
That's just like the Sprite that people like.
Oh, yeah, that's
McDonald's
Sprite,
is
yeah.
so different than the one that you could just buy at the
Yeah,
store.
it is.
It's like-
Yeah.
It's got a little sweet taste to it for some reason.
Yeah.
That's true.
A couple of notes that I got is, goddamn, they ain't sparing no time. The first kill was in the first 30 seconds. Good lord.
But they didn't even show nobody.
No, they just showed dark and go. It was the white girl, right?
Yeah,
that
with
went
the
under.
dog.
Yeah.
No, that was my initial issue with the movie, like right when it came on, because it was like it looked like it was about to become a musical.
Whoa.
At
Really?
first. Like
Yeah.
I thought these niggas was like,
Remind me of Little Shop of
you know what I'm
Horrors.
saying?
Yeah.
I was just like, all these homeless people. I was like, is this all of them? Like, what am I watching? I was like, why are you walking in the middle of the street?
Right,
There's
yeah.
a sidewalk. You're walking over a manhole.
Right.
You know what sewers smell
Exactly.
like? Your dog deserves
Exactly.
to die, bro.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah. I
That
feel
was another thing too. Why was the dog just hanging?
Yeah, I said Peter about to get there.
I think subliminally we didn't really pick up the underline in this
Yeah,
movie. What I
yeah.
thought underlining, that was my other note I didn't reach. I
Okay.
think it was a cult classic, C-U-L-T.
Oh, yeah.
Because when they went in there and Marv looked around, I'm gonna keep calling
Yeah,
Marv, and he looked down there. They was just standing there having a seance or
Yeah,
something.
you're right.
They wasn't
Yeah,
doing nothing.
yeah.
And then
They
when
was
you
just
kill a
chilling.
dog instead of eating it.
Yeah, you right.
And just hang it, that's
Yeah.
symbolic.
Yeah,
Because
you're
when
right.
you do spoils of war, say if
Yeah.
you hang somebody, that's to let the enemy know
Yeah.
we got you,
Yeah.
or to celebrate that. We just did this to a dog.
Yeah.
For what?
Maybe they didn't
Sacrificing
like it.
animals.
Yeah. There's like a lot of
They like the
open-ended
taste, too much
ideas
hair.
in this
Think
movie.
about it. That's probably why every day their stats was up. It was whole other people watching now.
No, we was talking about this last week. When I kill a roach, I leave that motherfucker there.
Yeah.
To let you know.
Yeah, right.
Like, hey,
They hung him up with a belt. Where did Chud get a belt? Chud is sagging. I saw Chud the whole movie, bro. Chud was definitely a Negro. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, that's messed up. They did it like that, though.
Yeah. Then I said, when Lauren tells George she's pregnant, maybe they couldn't say abortion back in the 80s because she kept saying alternate choice or whatever. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Seemed like they didn't want to. I don't know if it was just abortion. I think it was trying to actually paint that situation for people that actually been through that. That's what it looked like to me. They were trying to really, because anybody that's really been through that situation or been through that dialogue, that's how it goes for a lot of people. And then he was like, it was like, do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I don't want to do it.
Right, exactly.
And you knew they could tell that they both wanted to, but because they respected and loved each other that much, they really wanted to see if they wanted to even consider the alternative just to accept the other person might feel that way.
But you can't do that in a horror movie. Imagine that we was watching goddamn Scream and this cuts. Well, do you want to do it? Do you want... Bruh, what the fuck? Or we're going through a pandemic or some shit. Motherfuckers getting killed.
It's them trying to make more human connection.
Yeah.
I didn't feel connected to any
that's...
character.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were like trying to get like all the women or like all the
Yeah.
moms.
Yeah, I didn't feel connected to nobody.
Right,
either.
nobody, yeah.
I guess
nobody.
Marv, I didn't want him to die.
Yeah, like I said, the last 20 minutes was like,
Yeah.
because dude was in the cop car stretched out smoking, and he's like, "Oh, Rev left a message for you," and he just like, "Oh shit, my boy Rev." Moved the car, and then he got shot, and then he was like, "I thought he was dead."
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Good shot." I'm like, "Bruh."
That was one of my.
That was the officer, right?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes because it was so bad. But I understand.
And that's
the
Marv that
80s.
shot him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the 80s, it's like they do shit like that. They're like,
Yeah.
good job, kid.
Yeah,
Like,
they do shit like that.
like,
Yeah, you're
shut
right.
up, bro. Like,
Right.
get you to the hospital.
They didn't have him just shoot dude a bunch of times, though. They had him shoot, kind of like miss, shoot, kind of miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like the one where they be doing it in our movies now, where they're
right,
shooting dead
exactly.
on, but
Yeah,
it's
dead
not
on.
hitting.
Yeah,
They
dead
actually
on.
had him like he
Yeah.
couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
And then his last shot, he kind of got steady with it and popped dude. But I was like, what about Chud? They never killed Chud, did they?
Exactly. No, that's why it was part two, I guess.
I'm just trying to make sure.
But maybe the gas, because remember he was like, "Turn
I
out the
saw
gas."
But that would mean y'all need to show that it's traveling through the sewer, right?
right.
Well, shit, they was kind of like fake passing out a little bit.
It's a lot of a lot of this movie is just alluding to.
Yes,
shit.
alluding to a
Yeah.
lot. Yes, yeah. Alluding to a
Maybe
lot.
you gotta
for
watch
sure.
the sequel.
No,
Yeah,
don't do that to me, bro.
I'm about to watch the sequel and tell y'all about it. I'm gonna be here by myself going over all
I'm
this
gonna go
shit.
look and see if Marv in there first.
Right, yeah, I feel you.
If he in there, maybe. Did you see the dude that looked like Vince Vaughn that was in there?
No.
Go back and rewatch it.
Mm.
I was like, there go Vince. Nah, that ain't
Yeah,
him. I was
that
like, you
ain't-
look
too
like
young,
him,
too
though.
Was it the police officer?
Yeah, it was the officer. He looked just like Vince Vaughn, dude. He didn't look identical. It was like stunt double-ish. Yeah.
And George says, your body is basically your choice. I was shocked to hear that in the 80s. Because I was like, damn, I thought they were just going to make him get rid of it.
Why would he do that?
Because the 80s, they said men didn't care back then.
He got to
They pushed
build
it down the
careers off of
stairs.
this. This is not how
Yeah.
he do that in this movie. Whatever they put in the movie, you usually get stuck with that character unless you learn how to move on.
Yeah,
So
no,
anything,
you're right.
Like
he would have
80s.
been abortion bill.
Yeah.
And then, like 80s movies during that time, they were like some of the first woke movies.
Oh,
They were
really?
trying to. That's how I feel because it's like you look at like movies where they have.
They sure
nerds.
was, huh? That's
well,
all
then the
it
90s
was in the
got
80s.
fucked up then.
Yeah,
We
but
got
the
the
80s is
Yeah.
like what he said.
Well, the
is-
90s doesn't give a fuck. You
Yeah,
see kids.
that's how they got
You see, come on. The 90s did not give a fuck.
Nah, because the 80s they were like trying to change certain
Oh, okay.
ideas.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, like how you look at people.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you're bullying a nerd.
Yeah.
No, actually, this nerd's kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
you're
and
right.
the bully
Revenge of the
gets-
Nerds
Yeah.
and all that
You
shit.
know, like
Yeah.
with this one, like they're trying to push agendas.
Yeah.
People's minds change because it's
Yeah.
not the 70s.
Yeah,
it's not
you're
the
right.
60s no
Yeah.
more. Like,
You're
we
right.
gotta
Straight
do
up.
better.
Uh,
90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
90s
no, they
did
didn't
not
care.
give a fuck.
Now,
Remember
you don't create a
Kane?
movie like Good Son and then be like,
Yeah.
be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then
You got kids
remember
killing each
on
other.
Men's Society, he said, "It's not mine," and hung up.
Yeah.
This dude, I expected him to do that.
He said,
Was it his mind?
He said, I had the Jimmy on extra tight that night.
Yeah.
What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, bruh.
I always wondered that. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Extra tight.
All I know is he said it's not mine. I said, cool. That's how I want to be when I grow up. But no, the scene where Lauren was taking a shower and the water got plugged and she attempted to unclog the shower, all the blood squirted up. That was like the best part of the film to me.
That was the worst part.
Because I was like, why did the blood squirt? Thank you. I don't know. I didn't understand it.
So why was that the best
Because look, I'm not done. Because of the suspense of C.H.U.D reaching up, but the blood had happened and nothing to do with C.H.U.D. I thought it was. Remember when he crawled up under the thing and she was taking a shower, and then like I don't know, he went back down. Y'all remember that scene?
Yeah.
Did I miss something or something?
I do feel like he took ideas. What's that movie where she was in the shower and then like she starts getting stabbed?
You talking about Psycho?
Psycho,
that's what I
and then
thought
like
as well.
also taking ideas from it, because, like the original it, where he's just watching you.
Yeah.
And then like he just disappears.
Yeah.
And then comes back later.
Yes.
There's like a lot of other.
That's what I'm
movies
saying.
I
So
saw in this
it was
movie.
building the intensity for something. So I'm thinking something's gonna happen finally in this film, and just the blood squirts up.
It makes no sense to me. It didn't fit at all. It was the
Yeah,
dumbest
Yeah, that's
part.
what I'm saying.
It was the
Yeah,
dumbest
yeah.
because C.H.U.D didn't have no special powers.
Right.
Only glowing eyes. That's it. Just glowing eyes.
Stretch
That's
his
all
neck,
it.
that was his power.
Yeah.
You fucked up teeth.
Right. Then
Everyone was trying to do the worm.
then the Reverend AJ finally got his gun at the end because he kept asking for a gun. Remember that was him, right?
That was the
another
brother.
dude?
The brother that got bit.
Oh.
Remember the homeless lady's like, "You got a gun on you?"
Oh, okay. And he kept
He's like,
asking for it.
"No."
They're like, "Why you need a gun?" I thought that was AJ.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
that was a brother.
But yeah.
AJ is Marv.
That was my notes. Y'all got notes? Y'all said? We hit
it
them
was
all?
just like shit that I just wasn't like happy with in the movie.
I feel you.
And I think probably too what helps. We don't know what point each one of those people were in their career.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was before Home Alone. But you said 92.
Yeah,
Home Alone is at least 92 or 94.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So it's right in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Goodman probably definitely already had a career because I think he was in maybe like Blues Brothers or something featuring or something back in the day. But I know he's got an old career. Roseanne's 90s.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
But he's,
yeah.
Yeah. Even the fact that they had him with that little bitty scene, but talk that long.
Yeah.
And like the other dude didn't say nothing. Like he
Yeah.
must have already been big. I know that lady was big because she's the horror. She was like the horror lady during that time.
Okay.
Between them two people alone, you start getting people to come through the theaters to see it.
Yeah, because I
mean-
was like, I can definitely see myself watching this movie during that time because I know these actors.
Yeah. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
That's my whole point. Like that's what I think got the movie was they, and then those people that I named, like those people are like legends today now, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like, a lot of my issue with this movie is that like they were trying to get us to connect to these characters.
Yeah,
Just,
so
like,
hard. Yeah.
When I keep forgetting his name, but homie that was taking pictures of all the homeless people and like hanging them on the wall, I thought he was gonna be like a murderer or something. I was like,
Yeah,
what is he doing,
right.
bro?
Is that Wilson?
Yeah.
Dude that locked him in the? That's the dude that locked him in the?
He
in-
was the one where they were talking about like, oh, do you want the kid? Do you want the kid? Like alternative.
What's the
And then like him like talking to the voicemail.
He
like,
had
when
me
the guy was
laughing
leaving
at
the
something.
voicemail, I was just like, why are they doing this?
Right.
Why is this nigga's just super weird
Yeah.
to me? And I just didn't like his character at all.
You didn't like that dude.
Nah.
They got me because he's Home Alone.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. Yeah.
He did something funny though. I
Yeah.
can't remember right now, but he did something had me laughing hard. I was like, okay, that's definitely was comedy. I have to remember. If I do before
Yeah.
we finish, I'll let you know.
Oh shit! Well, when he was in the office and he was like, "Damn, what the hell?" I forget exactly what he said, but he's like, "Shove it or eat it," or something like that. And I'm like,
I
"Bro,
do remember
what?"
something like that.
Then he walked out,
Oh,
and then when he pulled out the boot, he was like, "What the hell is this shit?"
yeah, yeah.
He was just over there smiling and shit, and I'm like, "Oh
Well,
man."
this is what made me laugh because both times people got snatched up in front of people. People was there supposed to be helping them. They dipped on them. So like when dude was in there with his gun and he got snatched up, he went in there and tried to grab him.
Yeah.
As soon as he seen them feet was gone, he
Yeah.
took off. Wasn't no crawling in. You had a gun.
Right.
He dipped on him. I was like,
And
smart
that
man.
was a real part right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, that's
you
real
turn
life.
and run, you're
Yeah,
like,
that's real
nah.
life. Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why she went down there. Like they just popped up all of a sudden at that spot with her there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I was making sure while I was scanning,
Then I got facts about the film real quick, not too much. One of John Goodman's first movie appearances. He plays a cop in a diner.
So it's one of his first. He wasn't even big yet.
Yeah. Anybody seen Us with Jordan Peele?
Yeah.
So that was part of Jordan Peele's inspiration for his 2019 horror movie Us. It was the VH version of C.H.U.D you could see on the movie. Remember when they was in their house when that commercial come on with the holding hands?
Mm-hmm.
So when they was going through the VHSs, it was one of the VHSs.
Okay.
Urban legend proves false. 1985 suggested that this was based on a true story that happened in Cincinnati in 1970.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Jesus.
All this stuff that they say crazy. Like that. What's that thing now? They be on TikTok. Only in Ohio. Something Ohio. The little dumbass song. You ain't never heard that?
That ain't on my time.
It's a song that play, but it'd be like, the kids would know it right now. And he doesn't know it because he's up. But it'd be like something in Ohio. Blah, blah, blah.
No.
But all it is all this weird stuff that happened in Ohio. It's like demons pulling people through. People disappearing, and it's like only in Ohio. That's the new thing is to say only horror stuff happens in Ohio. And I think even the Salem witch trials is like the Salem, Ohio, or something like that.
That like what's the terrain in Ohio? The whole state, the terrain.
Oh man, I forget right now.
Is it like wooded area?
Where's that at about?
No, just like when you think of like the whole. Like Ohio, what is
because it's different. Like people think. Remember when Nelly was like, "So what you think we live on a farm?"
Yeah.
He trying to tell you like what you picture in those areas ain't really is. So Ohio is a little bit of everything. Yeah. So where I'm from in Cleveland is a lot of city.
Yeah, still.
But like literally where my grandmother lived and we grew up, there's a little subsection, all look like country. And then like when you go to Akron, I knew people that had whole zoos in Akron.
Damn.
Like lions, tigers, bills, gates this high. Yeah, all that stuff. Like, so it's like it's a little mixture of everything. But predominantly it's like the lifestyle that sticks out more than the area you live in. So like Cleveland is very southernish vibe. Definitely by far. So
then one last fact I got. In issue 32 of Figaro, producer Andrew Bonime refers to as the film as an expensive-looking film and is an expensive concept. It's a highly quality kind of picture. I don't know what he was on.
Woo-wee. Yeah. I feel like these people lied.
Yeah. No, they are lying. Yeah. You just got to make
like
it
these are some high compliments.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is.
I try hard. Yeah. I said 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
And I said 6 to 7 max out of 10.
Damn. 7 is generous. What'd you say, 1?
It's like a 2 out of 5 stars. I'll probably give this movie like a 5. Because it's just, the script is horrible.
Yeah.
Like whoever wrote this just learned English.
That was the only part. That was the only part I thought was good was the script. I thought that's what saved it.
God damn it, I'm trying my best.
Right. Like the script's bad, but what the actors did with it was good.
Yeah, right. Okay, there we go.
So.
Yep.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And then films next week. We have the Black Grandfather. I'll run through these real quick. The Black Grandfather, Phase 4. The Brother from Another Planet, which actually won. Scooby-Doo Arabian Nights. A Good Man in Africa. The Cookout, Trial by Jury, and Wicker Park. Anybody seen any of those?
The Cookout?
Yeah, I seen the
I
Cookout.
would never click that. I tried to click it and it went away real quick. I'm sure I don't want to watch it either. Look at you looking at me like that.
The Cookout's not that bad.
Man, it look like it is.
The Cookout with all them comedians in there?
Yeah. No, I could go try it. Just because it's a bunch of comedians don't make it funny. What usually happens when they do that is it ends up being a bunch of comedians competing for each other on camera. I mean, and the scenes don't make sense.
Harlem Nights was good.
Yeah, Harlem Nights was good, but that ain't the same thing as putting a bunch of comedians together. That's putting a bunch of legends together.
And I think like Eddie Murphy was actually trying.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to be a comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like watching like Cedric the Entertainer in the movie.
Right.
He's just trying to be funny.
Right.
Yep. That
every single time.
Yeah.
Never fails. I turned on the Cookout. The cover looked garbage.
Jesus.
That was the worst part. Who is that dude even
in holding a basketball and whatnot. It's like, bro,
he just got drafted, bro.
It was like dude from
Queen
Like
Latifah
Mike was
in
more
there.
Chestnut got his own movie about how he raised like Mike. It was just horrible.
No, I mean it's plot. It's about a dude just getting drafted and they want to throw a party for him. You know, everybody's asking you for money and shit.
You know, by the way you responded to that, and me being from Cleveland, you seem like you like hood classics. It is what it is. No,
I don't. It's not a hood classic.
That's me.
That's where the only place I can see that being acceptable is that the Cookout, bro. I see every time I see it. I've never even watched it. I get annoyed.
Damn.
Yeah, just the cover annoys me. I know it's garbage.
Damn.
But it ain't, huh?
It's
That's
probably,
what you're saying.
I've seen it 20 years ago, so I can't tell you what my adult eyes look like.
I went back to a couple movies.
Yeah, that's what that will do it to you.
Yeah.
Films you loved as a kid or a teenager will not.
What I watch out for is when I hear the. When you just hear the word and then the next word and then I see a black person, I see stereotype most times. I see it coming a mile away. So if it say the barbecue, the barbershop, the cookout, anything with the, I'm like, I know what you about to do with it. You're about to have somebody, he gonna go through something, you're gonna try to make a big political situation out of it, and then you done, black people gonna dance and do the electric slide.
Goddamn,
You know that's what's at the end.
What's gonna happen,
but you kind of gotta end the party or start it with the electric slide. Like if you don't. We did it at my baby shower. I organized it too. We had like a little, Save the Last Dance movie. I had white people out there, everything. Everybody couldn't get it, but they were there. Thanks, guy.
Well, yeah, y'all got any last words for this film?
What? Off the, nothing to do with movies. I forget what it's called.
Oh, it's called Not Film Related. So yeah, before we get out of here, you guys got anything? I usually do that before we start talking about the film, but I forgot. Anybody got anything that's not film related, or you had something?
Yeah, the one thing I got is Disney Plus is going up on there.
That's literally film related, but all right.
It's not really
non-film related. Would be like titties.
It's money. It's money coming out of my pocket. This is not film related. Film.
See, this is personal issues, bro.
Okay, I mean, you started it off with at $6.99.
Yeah, 5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, but now we're at $9.99, and then the one without ads is $15.99. So it's like, bro, that's
nigga, you know, hash browns are like $3.
That's somebody
from McDonald's
corrected me and said that's 128.76% increase.
Yeah, bro, I got a breakfast jack and a small fry, $3.99 each, $7.
That's not even a meal.
You see what I'm saying? Like, life is fucked up right now. But yeah, that's all you had?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That shit disgusting, bro.
Nothing?
I'm gonna be doing some music this year. So we already got half the album done. Maybe you let me come over here, do some bars.
What type of music you do?
Gospel music, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of watch how I've dropped that word gospel now. Just based on some of the topics that I choose to discuss. But yeah, that's the realm of possibility that I'm trying to exist in. Positive, no cursing, as much as I can relate every message to things that are related to God. And then I have a couple songs, like I have a song called Get Shot, which is actually literally just about violence, gun violence. So, like, if you hear that, and you hear that time, he's like, what's God? So, it's like, that kind of pushes the boundary, but in the Bible, we do talk about murder. It's not like it's not there. And I'm not glorifying it. I actually mentioned a lot of people that we lost over the years through dealing with gun violence. But, I mean, yeah, that's the realm I like to sit it in.
Well, when you said that and what you said before, the first thing that popped in my head, I'm like, what, get shot with the Holy Spirit or something like
that? That's fire.
Is that what we on?
Well, it's scriptures. It says thou shalt not kill. So that's right there. If you never talk about these type of situations or any of this stuff through music, you only wait to go to a church to hear it. Where else you gonna hear it? You only gonna be there one day a week to hear about it. I chose to name it that title because the premise of the song is nobody actually wants to get shot.
Right.
So the song Get Shot, actually the hook is get shot, your chest bleed.
Jesus.
Who down to take lead? No rapper gonna stand up. You seeing no hands up. You ain't ready to die. You ain't life after death. You ain't notorious. The guns back for your health. You see what I'm saying? So the whole premise of the song is not even glorifying murder. And then the whole verses through the whole song is just basically putting people in situations where they say they do these type of things. They say they're gangbangers. They grow up around people. They in the wrong place, wrong time. Bow. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me right now.
I know, like, if y'all ever want to talk about music,
I know.
I'm super critical on hip hop.
Oh, cool. Then I can send you the song because I'm looking for a hater.
Damn.
Oh, I'm always a hater,
I
bro.
need one. I
Yeah.
told him that the other day. I haven't found nobody yet.
I'm
Yeah, you did tell
overseas.
me.
I
hater.
need you.
Overseas?
Like,
God
I-
damn.
Like if you
D1.
like if you do like it because you're that good,
Yeah.
say you like it and stuff like that, cool. But then come play the hater on the album, because I would like to have that person on the album. You know what I mean?
love
Like
the
even if
hater,
you
bro.
if you don't like it, that's even better,
Yeah.
because then it's real authentic. But if you don't like, still like
Yeah.
come do that. I'll be tight. I'll make sure you get paid for it.
As long as it ain't no like Tubi movie beats, then
Funny as
Two movie beats. I got some real old beats, man. I'm trying to prove a point with it. So like I'm not.
like
how
what do you mean, like
old,
old?
bruh?
Yeah, like 80s.
04 and shit?
Oh yeah, 04 beats. I got some
Or you
beats
can
like
do, like,
I feel
Harlem
like they're
Shake
so
and
ahead of
shit.
their time that when I put it out, you won't even really like. You're gonna be able to tell obviously that it's not industry quality, but I'm not looking for industry quality. What I'm looking for is to make an effect on my music, and I found certain songs that even though there may be better quality sounds, you can't put these instruments together like this and make this music sound like this. It's one of a kind. So if it was based on me using beats that you usually hear from a lot of people, I would go a higher quality. But because the beat is so unique, then that's puts you in a different realm of possibility. So, but yeah, I'll let you definitely check it out, man.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest hater when it comes to music, but I will, like to this day, even when I do my music, people will call me on the phone and ask me about theirs. They'll send me their music, like what you think. Like I'm the reviewer in Ohio.
Yeah.
Even though they know I don't listen to that stuff anymore, they'll still send it to me just to hear what I say. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, you like this? All right, it's a go. Kenny said it. You know what I mean?
Because there's certain power in that. It's like if you know this person doesn't listen to that and they still fuck with it,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's what I've been getting with my music.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let me find another. Let me see if we can find the hater finally. That'd be tight.
Yeah, definitely.
before we get up out of here, since you said you're so critical at movies or whatever, and you're hard to please and you like comedies, do you have like a top 5 go-to comedy list to give somebody to just run off and go to?
I don't, but I can give you one real quick. And obviously, Harlem Nights has got to be on it. He already said that. Like, if you don't have Harlem Nights on your comedy list, I don't know what you got going on. Second, let's see. So we'll definitely Harlem Nights is gonna be up there at my top. I'm a big Cat Williams fan, so we're gonna keep Friday After Next in there. I'm a big Mike Epps fan, so we'll get All About the Benjamins in there. Just so we're not being culturally biased or segregating or racist, we're gonna put Old School in there. That way we can get a whole bunch of people. You got the Wilson brother, you got Vince Vaughn, all the above. And then we'll do Waterboy for the last one.
Wow.
Yeah, you got Waterboy's a classic.
You think that's better than Happy Gilmore and all them? Billy Madison?
That's all right.
Happy
Adam
Gilmore and
got some
Waterboy are a tie for me.
Adam got some.
Happy Gilmore.
But if I gotta pick one, if I gotta break, Happy Gilmore and Waterboy are a tie for me.
What about Lil Nicky?
Lil Nicky's not
that's
even
a
in there.
sneaky funny one.
I used to watch Lil Nicky when I was little, and then I got older and watched it. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm not laughing at nothing. I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah. Bro, Heavyweights. You see Heavyweights, bro?
That's my
Nigga,
shit.
that shit's funny, bro.
Yeah, that's my stuff,
that shit's
bro.
funny as fuck, bro. Yeah.
You never seen Heavyweights?
No, he's-
with,
I've seen
okay.
that shit, yeah.
You saw
Yeah,
it
I
too?
love it.
Okay.
And
I know a lot of people that ain't never seen Heavyweights.
That
Yeah,
is
they
crazy.
sleeping. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got the tape and DVD.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, and for you, since you said you love horror movies,
It's like horror and like psychological movies.
do you have like a top 5 list that people could like, I guess, run and go to that'd be like, damn, this shit was actually pretty good?
I want to hear the psychological.
Well, I'll give you, since you like movies, A and B side basically. It's like one that's your A side would be like the mainstream, and then if you are really like deep like that, your B side would be like, oh, this went straight to DVD, but this shit is still fire.
So like my two, like they're not completely psychological, these two, but like my favorite movie of all time is Donnie Darko.
Really?
It's like it's fucked up in a way where it's just like this guy knows that he needs to die in order for everything to be okay, but he's trying to figure out every other way to like make this shit
that's
work.
some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then like he sees like this rabbit that's like his subconscious and shit like that. I mean, the soundtrack is helping play the movies theme and like story, I was like, whoever thought of this is
Wow.
really thinking. And then like, of course, A Clockwork Orange is super important.
Say that one again.
A Clockwork Orange is super important to. It's like a distant future.
That's one with the cover with the. It's like
With
orange
orange.
writing with the girl with the
it's
eye
like
or something like
the
that.
bowler hat, and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah, that was a super important movie to me. Newer movies, well, it's not super new, but I love the movie Midsommar.
Yeah, you
Because it's
X
like a
keeps
little-
talking about that movie too. Yeah.
because it was a little drug induced, but it's just like, with how this cult is and how she's acting and like how they are feeding off of her energy is super like, yeah, no, like we got you now type shit, you know.
Is that like a horror?
A little bit,
Oh.
yeah. It's
What
more
is that called? A suspense?
suspense,
Thriller.
yeah.
Okay.
What else do I put in there? Like to add like some more like horror in there. I think Hereditary is an important movie that like I think a lot of movies are taking after now, especially with A24 coming
Yeah,
up.
A24. Yeah.
Because it's like that. It's
Hold on,
not
the
jump
older
scare.
one or the new one?
The newer one. Because it's not like jump scares. It's like you see somebody crawling in the side, and you like just have that uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, that's even better than a
Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
scare. Like,
Exactly. You know.
Yeah.
that's that messing with you.
Yeah.
Or like even movies that make you think like Jordan Peele's last movie.
Nope.
Nope.
That shit was
Yeah.
trash.
You didn't like Nope?
Fuck no.
Nope.
No, that shit was trash, bro.
What?
Us was fire as fuck.
Oh my god.
Us is fire, bro.
Nah, Nope is up there. I mean, it's not
he
bad.
said
Like
Nope.
I think all of his movies
Absolutely.
are like out of 10. I think all his movies are 9. Like with Get Out, Us, and
Yeah.
Nope. Because they're all 3 different movies.
Yeah, yeah,
3
100%.
different
Yeah.
takes. With Nope, it's like, could that be an angel? Could that be an alien?
Yeah.
You look at Keke Palmer's character. Her brother's like, no, I saw some shit. She's like,
Yeah.
cool, what's
yeah.
up?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
like
yeah.
that's
yeah.
like
yeah.
I like how real that is
Yeah.
because I know my brother's not lying.
Yeah.
We gonna find this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's shit like that. So, I mean, yeah, like those first 3 movies I think are like super important to me when I watch them. Another psychological one that's super old was The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood.
Yeah,
Because I
remember that
watched that movie religiously.
Really?
My mom thought it was
Man.
something wrong with me.
I would
just
too.
love-
I'll be like,
Yeah.
bro,
But-
you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Do I
But,
gotta
like,
worry
just
about my
loved how
other,
the
my
writing
other
was.
kids?
My brother used to watch that over and over again too. We couldn't figure it out.
Like I just love the writing of it because it's like you got 2 kids doing this, and then like being a kid, you're like, oh, like
Yeah.
Is it
Maybe.
Elijah Wood?
Elijah
Yeah,
Wood
Elijah
and
Wood.
Ah,
it was like both when they were coming up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I remember that
remember.
one.
Of course, like
I remember.
took off. But
Yeah. I left him.
Well, shit, Elijah Wood is up there. I like Lord of the
He up
Rings.
there.
That was Macaulay Culkin's last movie. His career went down after that.
That was his
Didn't
last
go up.
movie. That was
His
before
last
Home
movie?
Alone.
thought
I
it
mean,
was
that's not before Home Alone.
It's not.
No, it's
No,
after.
that's after
Is
Home
it?
Alone.
Yeah, I
because he's
think it's
older.
after.
He's
No,
like
we had
14 in that
we had
movie.
a chance to review that.
Home
That's
Alone?
like no.
The
The
Good
Good
Son.
Son. That's like 93, 94 for sure. I seen that on the list.
That's in the same. Then that's only a year or two. Because I'm
Oh,
telling you,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you,
you're
Home
right,
Alone
you're
is
right.
like 92.
Yeah,
I
you're
want to
right.
say,
Okay,
but
that
at
makes sense.
minimum 94.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Dude.
But
The Good Son came out in '93.
yeah,
okay,
that's what I was
so
saying.
it
I
was
seen
in
that
the
shit
middle
on
of
the
it.
list.
Then.
Okay, you're right.
Because
yes.
I remember seeing that movie. He was blown up. We
Home
saw
Alone
Richie
came
Rich,
out in
and then that was
the
it.
90s.
God damn,
Rich.
you're right. Richard Rich was 94. You said what?
Home Alone came out in 1990.
Damn.
See, earlier, yeah,
you're right.
like,
then. Yeah,
I always based stuff on where I was living at in Cleveland.
yeah,
That's
that
how.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I
Yeah.
remember it. Like, oh yeah, I was in this room getting my butt whooped.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
a butt whooping, but I'm just saying. That's funny.
He
Though.
used to throw hands with you.
Huh? Who?
Your dad.
Who? My dad?
Yeah.
We used to throw hands.
Yeah.
What you talking
Not
about?
no
I'm black.
doubt.
At that point, ain't no discussions.
Damn.
Like it's win your boxing match or see your dad.
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
And so you start winning boxing matches then, don't
yeah,
you? They're like, you ain't like boxing, how you start winning? That's how.
If you lose, that's a fucked up term. If you lose, I'm gonna beat your ass again. Damn.
No, that's how my
Jesus
mom
Christ.
was. She was just like,
Yeah.
if you lose any fighting school, I'm whooping
Exactly.
your
That's
ass.
how
It was like
everybody.
that
Yeah, that
growing
is.
up.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
that.
I have to.
It was
I
like
got
that.
to. Unfortunately, I don't want to do this, but I got to
right.
now.
It's like I personally don't got a problem, but it's gonna look like I have one.
That's funny. That's funny. So no, it was on for everybody, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
I had to learn.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't fighting twice a day.
Yeah, that's the tired thing. I feel you on that one. Yeah.
Shit, lost this fight. Gotta go home.
Oh
for
yeah,
another
bro.
one.
Oh, y'all turned people across the ring turned into. I used to see like that Scarface, that red.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was like one day I went into the gym, one of my friends whipped my butt.
Uh-oh.
And I'm still learning boxing. Like,
Yeah.
ain't no friends.
Yeah.
I thought we was friends. Now that's the way you just did me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad got at me after that day.
Yeah.
Oh, it changed my whole life on friends and boxing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you going home hurt. You
Speaking
about
of
to
which,
try to get me? The first time you really get whooped on, like, it's not like you hit me.
Yeah.
Like, this went on for rounds.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, and that's how it is in Cleveland, though. Cleveland, the sparring is just like the fight.
Yeah.
Everybody can say it's like that where they are, which
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what's different about Cleveland. Cleveland has a high volume of boxers that are national champions.
More than Philly?
So when you,
Philly got some motherfuckers too.
okay, the Philly get people in pockets. Cleveland get
Okay.
people in volumes.
Okay.
So like we go look up right now. I ain't even got to go look up amateur careers. I'll go look. You'll go find Ohio names all up and through there, Cincinnati and Cleveland. You know what I mean? Like when I was winning the world championships, and we went over across seas. 4 of us was from Cleveland alone, and we had a team that was 12. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
That means 4 different Cleveland people, 4 different weight classes went to the world championship.
Shit.
So when we went to the gym, it was sparring 8 Roy Joneses.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like all of us had
Yeah,
titles.
yeah.
So it's not like one got a break.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So what ended up happening is I ended up excelling so far in it, I was the guy that was like, shh. So I ended up having to be like, they would use all them dudes. I would be the one, they try to wear me down, going through people. And I would go through the sparring, next person. So what I hate would be for me to start off the match and then they have to spar somebody else.
Yeah.
Because now I didn't wear you all the way down.
Yeah.
And now you had to go beat all the other people up, whereas me, I just go through. Like they would have me sometimes, I do a whole first round where I'm not allowed to throw punches.
Wow.
Yeah. And I wouldn't get hit.
Speaking of which, they got at you sparring your brother 10 years ago.
What, on the internet?
And I'm reading the comment. They said you whooped him.
Oh, it was so that was a sparring for one.
Yeah. But was he tired? Was he already
No. So we were working on defense for the first minute and a half.
Okay.
I was fresh off of a plane. I had not trained at all.
Okay.
So the fact that the people that were impressed with my skill set, cool, fine and dandy. But I did boxing for over 14 years. I don't understand why people think if you don't do something for a year or two, all of a sudden you're not going to look good on tape. I think you have to be a certain type of person. Now, I had a lifestyle that was full of stuff that don't, go along with boxing. But none of that stuff, Lord bless me enough, have ever affected me to where my brain wasn't working, my legs didn't work, my knees didn't work. So when you put gloves on me, it goes right back to riding a bike. I'm still very, very fast. I still know how to generate speed, which equals power. I know how to block and defend punches. So when he put me in there with my brother, he put my brother on all defense, you understand this too. Sean's tailor-made for me.
Yeah.
Because he's my little brother.
Right.
So had we been growing up and maybe been the same exact height, maybe we have a difference of how we could say who was better or not. But because I was already taller and the older brother and the longer arms, I learned how to fight short people easily. So when I started looking across the ring, if you were shorter than me, I just looked at it like good night. It was a wrap for me.
Yeah.
Whereas most tall people hate seeing shorter people because it's like, that's the hard hitter. I was like, no, that means he's going to come right at me the whole time. Cool. Most people don't want you to come at him. I want you to come at me because that's going to make it so I can go ahead and box and do my thing. So he, for the first minute, does not throw any punches.
Oh, okay.
But remember I said earlier, when I was in my advancement of career, I would do that whole time without getting hit.
Yeah.
He was getting touched. So that's where even if you're saying it, there's still some things you could look at. Like there's a major body shot in there. There's a major left hook in there, and there's about a 6 or 7 piece combination, which none of them are flush to the face, but they're all punches that you can see if they, anything else generating. So there's no video footage of me beating my brother up on the internet.
That's what they said in the comments. They like, damn, where he been at? He tearing him up. I said, damn.
Because people look and they want to talk. That's the first. That was what made me and my brother have a hard time growing up. Was that right there? Yeah. Alone, like we just like not trying to compete, but having to always have to.
Yeah.
I know what I mean? And we only a year apart too, so it's not like it's necessarily my dad's fault or anybody's fault that was involved with sports. Like we would have been competing either. Anyway, if we had different fathers, just because of our age, you know what I mean? So, my brother had a great, excellent pro career as far as like because I do want to answer a couple questions because a lot of people talk about me a lot, as you can see, and I don't show up places, so it looks like I'm not, like I'm a myth, like I don't really exist. It be tripping me out too. Like me and my wife be watching interviews, my dad be talking about me. I was like, I just saw you like last week. You make it sound like I'm a sock you lost in 5th grade. Like I don't know what my son's doing now. I work in production now. I'm on movie sets. I'm on movie sets. That's what I do. I didn't continue with boxing because I never liked it. It was not something I wanted to do. But where we're from and what you do growing up is you do what your parents tell you.
Right.
Or it's a problem. I got to an age where I didn't want to be involved with fighting my dad and fighting other boxers anymore, so I left the sport. Some people can say, well, he left to go do X, Y, Z. I never made a commitment to myself that I wanted to do anything with boxing. Only thing I ever pictured myself with boxing getting was girls, and I got that without boxing. You know what I mean? And me and my dad's relationship was never appropriate for boxing. People say what you could or what you would have been. What about what me and him relationship would be like today if I didn't stop boxing? That's what people don't look at. That I'd rather have my father than $1 million.
Oh yeah.
But people don't get that. They're like, I'd rather have $1 million. Yeah. Well, then go ahead, get your $1 million on. Because if I still have $1 million, which I will probably, that's what my family does. We make volumes. I'll still be able to say I had a father in my life. Yeah. So there's things you can't trade in. But I was world champion. I did win 7 national titles, and I was voted most outstanding athlete by the Olympic Committee. So, and then they were recommending me for the Hall of Fame, I think like 2 or 3 years ago for the Cleveland Hall of Fame. So I have a very stellar career without putting it against my brother. So I consider myself the king of the amateurs, and he was the king of the pros.
Makes sense, yeah.
Oh, shit, I was about to ask you about your brother.
Oh, you
well, not ask you about your brother, but like that's kind of like hard. Like, you're like, shit, this nigga already got a head start. Pop been whooping his ass, and I've been seeing that vividly as a kid. So of course I'm not gonna throw any punches because this nigga knows everything.
That's exactly what I knew was an advantage too, was that we trained, so we watched each other, so I knew what he was training to do. But what I could rely on was that he wasn't gonna do what he was told.
Right.
You see, the difference between my brother and me is I had a lot of way of looking at things. I looked at things and I analyzed it, just like I talk now. But when you're a kid, you don't know how you really thinking is right. So as a kid, I used to think to myself, he's winning his matches because he's dog walking people like Mike Tyson. Damn. And I'm losing my matches because my dad's got me out here talking about throw some jabs and move around. All these kids is out here just swinging. The first time I won my national tournament, my dad was not in my corner. He left my corner. He told me he didn't like the way I was fighting. He had another coach rep my corner, Sappho. And Sappho actually helped me win my first nationals.
Damn.
Yep. And all I did was go out there and throw 1-2s. I said, forget all this moving around, throwing and I went out there like the Little Rascals because all I seen was people was doing that. And then when I was in school, that's how we fought.
Of course.
So I was like, okay.
Bows.
Yeah. Now, Sean, he was being taught stay low, do this, box. But when he went in the ring, all he did was clobber dudes.
Damn.
And my dad would be like, good job. I'm like, that's not what he was telling us in the gym. You not going to say nothing?
Like you say, it's different when you have your second kid because you're like, okay, the first one.
I don't know if it was that, though. I don't know if it was that. I have no idea with that. I don't know. I think, per se, it was because he was winning. And it looked right for your size to be doing that. but that's not what you was teaching.
Right.
You know
Well,
what
I mean, most parents are like that. Like, the more kids they have, like, the younger ones are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, more lenient.
Yeah, they get nicer and nicer and
You know what I'm
nicer.
saying?
Wait, you watch boxing?
I just watch highlights.
Oh.
But in general, that's how people is with kids. Like,
no, I was
as
just asking, did he watch?
Like my dad is so nice to my kids. I'll be I'll be mad.
Yeah,
like he told me to my face. He looked me in my face. He said, "Yeah, I was mean to y'all, but I could be nice to y'all kids."
That's
so what the hell you mean? You could have been nice to me too.
Right.
That's why when you see the videos, like I'm gonna get the belt ready, and then it's like, what, Grandma, you ain't about to whoop his ass right now? Like, my ass would have been toe up like before I got out 2 words.
They old and tired.
My mom is opposite. I don't know what happened to her. She was the nicest. She's the whooper now.
Damn.
Yeah, she hit my son one year. He came in there crying. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" I went in there. What's wrong? He hit me. I was like, "All right." So I punched him in the chest.
Jesus.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
I just left.
Right.
I wasn't about to say nothing else.
I feel you, yeah.
But then as I kept watching over the years, all I keep hearing her is threatening kids. I was like, that's not how you was when we was little.
Right.
She just want to hurt kids now. She don't even want to negotiate. When I was little, I knew we could get away with it for a little bit. Not now. So I warned them, like, yo, watch out, bro.
I hear the stand up. I hear the lies that you told me.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody up on site now.
I don't know what's wrong with her. You would think she would have got nicer.
Nope.
Who would have thought, bro? That guy works in mysterious ways. Like, my dad was Joe Jackson growing up. Now he the nice one. My mom was Betty Crocker. Now I don't even know.
Turning was the lady from Misery.
Yeah. That was her movie too. That was her movie too. Misery.
Oh man.
And she clocked that dude's feet.
Oh yeah, that was
man.
crazy, bro. Yeah.
Rent-free in my
Oh
head.
yeah, for real though. Yeah.
Rent free. I don't know why they let us watch this stuff as kids, bro. I'm grown up now. I'm like, y'all got problems.
Gosh.
Yeah, no, I think that's what's fucked up with all of us. Like, we watched all these movies.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Like,
don't nobody want to admit it.
The first real movie I remember seeing was Scream.
Whoa.
And like sitting with my dad, and I was like, "Is that real blood?" And he was like, "Nah, watch the movie."
Yeah, watch the
and I was
movie.
like, "What the fuck?"
Why would you even ask him if it's real?
Because I was like,
You're smarter than me.
I think I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Shit.
You smarter than me,
Wait,
bro.
what year were you born?
91. I don't know when Scream came out. I think it was like 96.
Yeah,
95.
Yeah.
It's like 95, actually.
Yeah, so I was like 4.
I always know it's that bridge gap. Because I know once we start hitting 98, it definitely ain't it.
No.
Yeah,
no.
no. Yeah, because I remember that's the first
90210 was out when Scream came out.
I wasn't watching that.
I wouldn't either, but this is, remember you said?
Yeah.
TV commercials. How many times did you see that damn commercial? That's how I remember all this
That makes
stuff.
sense.
I can tell you what time of day it was based on what TV show it was on.
Man.
Mr. Cooper was on. That means it was about 3:30, 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like cartoons on, it means it's 6 in the morning. Yeah, bro, they do what they was doing. It's called television programming.
The only thing that I remember
vision
at that time was when Power Rangers came on.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what time it is, but I knew Power Rangers.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Actually, 6:30. They want to make sure you made it. No, they was 7 o'clock. They was 7 o'clock.
And when MASH came on, I knew it was
time to go to sleep. Yeah,
bro.
You right about that one.
Mine
Time
was
to go to sleep.
was Bonanza. As soon as I heard I was like, trying to turn this off.
Trying to turn this shit off, bro.
And heat of the night. You know what time of the morning it was.
Yeah. Happy days get ready to come on. The theme song's hot though. I ain't gonna lie. Monday. I couldn't watch the show, but that theme song.
Cheers too. Cheers was like, bro. The fuck?
Yeah, I was like, I don't care about
None
nothing
of this
that
shit.
the show has to do.
But it's legends in that motherfucker. If you watch it as a
Yeah,
dog,
it's legends, bro.
in that motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
Legends. Becker?
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's
Woody.
Becker.
Yeah. Fucking what's her name got his?
I forget that lady's name.
Kelsey Grammer got his.
Kelsey Grammer was
from
the bar
there.
dude in there.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
What is this show called? Frasier. Frasier.
Frasier.
Cheers. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
the
shit's
spinoff.
crazy. Yeah. You never would have guessed it.
Yeah,
This is a
I
rap
just
group
remember
from
waking
Akron.
up
I know,
tears
yeah,
and
I
I'm
feel
like,
you.
nah.
That and Love and Marriage. I'm like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah,
hate his
Married
wife.
with
God-
Children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, he hate his wife,
I was
bro.
gonna
I
She was bad.
watched that show. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Married with Children.
You know why you watched it? Because Christina Applegate. We watched shows because Fine Females was on
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah. You
Remember that? I
Yeah.
didn't like Blossom, but remember 6.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't know. We're called the Plot Blossom. I'm in the plot posse. We're the plot posse. We watch shows for plot.
Yeah,
so when I say what's the plot in there, I ain't talking about the script.
There you go.
They don't ask me to
Like, I remember this dude was like, because I meet some funny black dudes. Like, I met a black dude, and they'll say something, and it'll bring your brain to it. Like, I was like, remember Married with Children? Hell no, I don't like that show.
Yeah.
Why not? Man, you ever seen Peggy? That was fun.
Yeah.
And all he did was talk. I'd have been up in there hitting that.
Yeah,
and I was thinking, like, show right.
Yeah, for real, though.
Straight up,
like
like
his wife.
well, all he did was
Damn.
bag her. Like this one
All
dude, I was
done.
talking to him about Eminem, and I was like, man, Eminem is in the top 5. Hell no. I'm like, for real, why not? Because all he do is talk shit about his mama. I was
like what era did he stop listening to Eminem then? Because that's early M.
That's the best M.
but at the end of the day, I know where he coming from. Like that was a rule when we grew up. Like that was the no rule. You didn't like your mama, you couldn't even go to school.
Nah, bro. I when my mom would do something, I would play clean out my closet.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm cleaning out my closet.
I'm playing that.
You know what my mom did if she heard that, bro? It'd have been over with, bro.
You stupid bitch. I hope you fucking burn in hell for this shit.
Now, my mom was super lenient with my music. I was like listening to NWA. Like,
My mom was too, but clean out my closet. Like she would hear certain lyrics, certain songs, and she'd be like, "All right, now turn that off." Like it was certain things. Like when it popped off, she was not having it.
Your
like,
mom is Hispanic?
No, black.
Oh,
My
she black.
dad's
Oh,
Spaniard.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like there was a lot of music in my house, so it's like I don't think they really cared about. what I was
of course.
listening to.
Yeah.
my mom did and didn't. She didn't. She raised us in church. She did what everybody else do. We went to church on Sunday and we lived regular all the rest of the week. And she was a good person, so it was like wasn't nothing like till you realize when you get older, like you want to be more devoted to God, and you've been practicing other ways. So it's like that's kind of like with us. It was never like it was always like too far. Just like when you watch the BET Awards now, like you accept certain stuff, but then you just like okay, I accept this, or it's too far. Every once in a while, something would happen, and she'd be like she used to ask me, "What's wrong with you watching Ren and Stimpy?" Right?
That show was.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know, bro. When I was little, it just looked like a.
They was gay, right?
I don't know if that's the problem.
Well, no, it was just.
I know they definitely did some funny stuff
Bro,
on there.
I feel like they was on Nickelodeon. They wasn't like that. Then they moved to MTV.
That's what happened.
Right? Ain't that's what happened? Yeah, that's what I thought.
But when she saw Beavis and Butthead, she was like, turn that off. After the second, third time we was watching it, she was like, cut that off.
Yeah.
Well, Beavis and Butthead was not mind numbing.
Yeah.
They were like actual like.
Out with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know, bro. I didn't know what the hell they were saying. Yeah, that's all I heard.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was definitely bad because there was a lot of sexual things.
a lot
after
of
that
A lot of
show.
innuendos.
I didn't catch none of that. I just the powdered
feel you.
toast man was farting on toast growing up. I didn't know what that meant. I just thought that's nasty. That's about it.
I
Like
feel
not why is this thing?
That's why when I go back and watch CB4, when old boy was at the table, he's like, "Your squeaky voice, I recognize it from somewhere," and they just like looked at each other. Like when I got older, I'm like, and I run back to him, I'm like, "Oh, he was working at the gay hotline. That's why."
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, I didn't like that
calling.
movie.
So
I
I
had
was
to turn
like,
that off with that.
What? You didn't like
Yeah,
CB4?
bro. When I was a kid, I was worse critic than I am now.
Damn.
I didn't like Chris Rock at all.
Jesus.
I couldn't stand Chris Rock because every time I watched his comedy, he made me feel offended to be black. Just call it what it is.
Boy,
Nobody
I hate niggas.
Huh?
I love black people, but I hate
I couldn't,
niggas.
and like I didn't have the maturity
I
or
feel you.
whatever you want to call it. To me, it just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Well, that
His voice
era-
annoyed me too. Then
There's like certain eras of comedy that just don't connect with us. Like I can respect like a Richard Pryor, but I've never laughed at anything he said.
I've laughed at stuff he said, but I don't think he was as funny as everybody makes him.
Yeah.
But shock value was a lot harder to come by then too.
you're right.
You see what I'm saying? Like what he was saying with the movies that we got now. He's like, is it because we got new technology? It's also shock value. Like they hadn't seen as much on a screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just the technology, but how much you can get exposed to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of them movies and stuff like that, bro. They try to kind of press a line, and then once the line's been pressed, they want to try to distract you and make you watch something else.
Like my favorite movie, not movie, but comedian, like growing up in the 90s was I don't know, it was Sinbad for some reason.
Yeah, that's my dude.
Because you seen him in a movie. That was.
No, he's hilarious though.
No, I'm talking about him. No, he's funny. Yeah,
he's hilarious though.
Yeah, I don't think I really got into like comedy until like the Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah,
and that's like when it clicked. And I was just like, but that's my type of comedy.
Yeah,
you know, because there wasn't a lot of people doing that.
Yeah,
yeah,
and that was basically a rendition of Richard Pryor's show.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know that.
Like, and like seeing him now, you can tell he has a lot of that same energy Richard had.
Yeah,
back then. So
yeah. Even
like,
some of the skits were the same. There's a black president skit on the Richard Pryor show. There's a black president skit on the Dave Chappelle show.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle he's making fun of George Bush. Richard Pryor's is actually just being the first black president person to be a president. Like they have people interviewing him and stuff. Like one of the questions is they asked Richard Pryor, they said, since you've been in the White House, they said you've been with a lot of white women in there. Richard Pryor looks like this. We want to know if you're going to plan on keeping this up. And he was like, if I can. Why you think they call it the White House? And like I was like, oh, okay. So now you can see where Dave Chappelle guy is.
Yeah. Yep.
He accused Key and Peele of stealing his show, though. If you got it from Richard, how you going to accuse them of stealing?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I don't believe big on that joke stealing stuff. I believe in similarities in jokes, and then I believe in, like we say, genres. I believe there's a genre type of joke. Like I believe there are jokes where you have to have music to be doing them, and just because I use music while I do it doesn't make it automatically the Cat Williams joke because I make a music start and stop. Because like they said, Cat Williams stole the joke from JB Smoove, but JB Smoove's joke was nothing like Cat Williams' joke at all. Yeah. All he did was start and stop music.
It's kind of like what Cat Williams was saying in that Shay Shay interview where he was just like there's Bernie Mac's DL, like they were stealing jokes, but it was blatant jokes, like blatant. I'm telling it the same exact way,
verbatim.
Like there's topics like genres, like you can do that.
His was the spaceship going to the. That's the one he definitely stole that.
It's like I can tell a similar joke, but it's not stealing really. It's just a topic.
Yeah, you know topic one thing. Doing the same type of stuff, another thing. Word for word is another thing.
Yeah.
Like we all play musical chairs, so what's the odds if we grow up and we write comedy, we're gonna want to do something where music start and stop? It's in our brain to do that. Like
you right.
Everybody's done that. Like we done sat up there and heard somebody singing a song and turned it off while they was singing, so we can hear their ass sing because we knew it was gonna throw their ass off and that they wasn't gonna be able to pay attention. Now, if the next person go to do that, and the next person go to do that, and the next person go to do that, who wrote it first? That was a natural thing to do.
And it's not like we live drastically different lives. A lot of people have the same life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's just how they felt about it is probably the only thing that's different.
Yep.
Yeah. I got anything else? No, that's it. Y'all got everything off your chest?
I got a P. Diddy.
Whoa,
I got a P like a Russian race with a Kentucky truck with a hot glue truck behind it.
Well, yeah, man. Thank you for joining us for C.H.U.D.
I'm sorry, that dude sound like a bully.
Yeah, I really do.
C.H.U.D's coming.
Yeah, right. Everybody grab your chains like Debo coming.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a horror movie called Debo.
We should. Y'all saw Debo on Mortal Kombat, right?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
He said, "Oh yeah," like he knew all quick.
No, because in MK2, that wasn't him. It looked like him.
No, they got a Debo character on the Mortal Kombat.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
all
this
right.
fatality snatching chains? Or something
Yeah, that'd be
like
fine.
that?
He comes on the bus, dude.
The character, so, no lie, the character looked like what's that old school rapper game where they was wrestlers on it at the same time?
Def Jam.
Def Jam. He looked like a Def Jam character. His
okay.
combos is hard, but nothing like anything past him fighting is nothing. It's like when you used to play with Shao Kahn back in the day. Like you could power move with him, but it was no actual anything else past that. Well, his is like you could do the fighting part, but ain't no fatality.
Oh,
nothing
wow.
wrong.
That's trash.
No, he got him, but it's like it's not worth seeing. It's like why would you?
Okay.
Oh, big body seismic slam. Like this Debo, like ride up on a bike, like put something from the movie. Yeah. Like knock the dude out and be like, that's my body, punk. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah.
do
I
that.
feel you on that one. Yeah.
Probably got his character from what's the movie he did with Hulk Hogan? When he was a wrestler?
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's a throwback.
I forget the name of the movie.
That's Hulk Hogan's movie though, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. I can't remember right now. You got me with that. I just saw that pop on TV the other day too, because Tubi be trying to get everything.
Yeah,
Tubi
literally.
is researching black people. I'm trying to tell you this.
yeah.
They've been new.
Yeah.
Because Tubi been my account since they came out.
Yeah,
I
remember
didn't
that.
like
Yeah,
not one. I
yeah.
never liked none
Yep,
of them. First
yep.
time I saw Tubi, I'm like, this is where it is.
Yeah.
I just watched Class Act on Tubi the other day.
I think they said that the guy that used to own UPN owns Tubi or something like that.
And it's from Fox. Fox owns it too.
And you know what UPN stands for? You pick a Negro.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Real talk though. That's real walkie-talkie. But anyway, good morning, good night, good afternoon. Whatever time you're watching this, I am Dom Cruz.
It's your boy, I'm Braid.
I am not a crook.
Rico.
Right.
Kenneth.
You want to tell them where they can find you?
Ken Porter. Ken Preach at gmail.com in case you're trying to give me some PA work.
There you go.
You can always find me on Facebook, Kenny Porter, capital I, because I'm the second. Young Preach.
All right, yeah, we done.